And I would now request Farhat to, share his experience of managing a large organizations, complete operations, and like the kind of steps mankind have taken. The conversations were really, really intriguing in terms of the steps and how they have managed the whole safety piece. So really getting into details of that. So Farhat, over to you.
Thank you, Papia, and thank you so much, the forum, Leadership Forum of Healthcare, for inviting this session. And I was really hearing this Meenakshi and Balaji and you also. So I was thinking that what should I speak now? Most of the points are already been covered. And nowadays, this kind of webinars and webcasts is very common here and there. So I was thinking that how a leader should perform in this crisis, when this kind of disruption is there. So we are focusing because of the media and because of the information age, but it has been there in many organizations when the organization is not performing as per their objectives and goals, and the same kind of situation they may face there also. But it was said by the Peter Drucker a long time back that the time will come, the world will have the technology, e-commerce and everywhere. But the most important commodity will be the human. And it is proven today also that the employee is the first preference for the company. Many times it has been said by the organizational behavior and the consultants also to focus on their development and focus on their safety and all. But very few organizations, I would say all progressive organizations, successful organizations, they used to focus on employees' well-being and all. But now nature has given a direction now. The leadership is controlled by nature now. And now nature is asking us to speed up and put some process and system and formats, technology, advancement, digitality, whatever you want. We are basically controlled by the nature, and the leadership is controlled by the nature. Now, who will be the successful in this kind of crisis or disruption? The leaders will be only the answer. And that is the advantage we have at Mankind. Mankind is a very unique company with respect to the market. Presently, market is degrowing. Many organizations are showing degrowth, but Mankind is showing good growth in all the therapeutic areas. And the reason is this: we are well connected with our customer, whether it is internal or external. And that is the proactive approach we always keep. And when this crisis started, and the same kind of mind and mindset by our leaders like Mr. Rajiv Juneja and Mr. Arun Juneja, and all the leaders, they cascaded the same thought process down the line, even managing 30 plants all across the country and without any disruption, without any single day that every day we are in operation. And then we have strong field force also, almost 14,000. So it is a great challenge for a company like Mankind, because when you are showing growth and you are maintaining leadership in many areas, and then you have this kind of disruption and crisis, then it is a more responsibility. It is not only the operation and the function and belong to essential commodities. Mankind has shown a new way also for the social responsibility also. We are participating with wholehearted and all the areas where the government is looking for, or the society is looking for some kind of support. So that's why it is a total. Then I think there's a mix-up of total 4 dimensions, which has been said by the nature, that we have heart, and God has given heart to love only, nothing else. And God has given mind to learn something. That's why technology and digital mind should be there. And then we have a body also to live, and the spirit to leave the legacy. I think all others, panelists who were talking about the spirituality, and even you, Papi, also you were talking about the spirituality in this period. It is true that if you want to leave the legacy, and if you want to live in this market where the disruption is there, crisis is there, I think we need leaders who can maintain all these 4 human dimensions, mind, heart, and body, and spirit, So this is the requirement at the moment in crisis of the leaders in the companies who are focusing on these 4 human dimensions and retaining people, retaining talents, and retaining culture and agility. I think they will be successful. Of course, nobody was prepared for this kind of disruption or crisis. But still, if you see the total all across the world, the market, you will find many companies are performing well, including Mankind. The reason is this: they are the mentally prepared and they are the proactive. So if you are prepared, whether it is a corona, COVID, or any other challenge, because if you take the countries like Japan and Germany, Japan is a classic example that always they have some issues with respect to the calamities and even the Second World War also. But they apply this principle that they are always prepared, and this is the only learning in COVID for Indian industry, that we should be prepared all the time, and we should focus on agility, learning agility, technology. We should focus on our employees, and most important, the leadership is very important. The leader should know that what they are and what they want to do, and what are their priorities, what are the timelines, and what are the accountabilities they have, and how to perform. This is more important, and it is all culture of the organization, and only the leaders are responsible. So I think this is from my side, Papaya, and thank you.
Thanks, Farhat. I think what you guys have done is really commendable. And I think Balaji was speaking about compassionate capitalism, which sounds very nice. In some form, we are seeing, it is really precious that in some form we are seeing that it is getting practiced, and organizations have at least started thinking about it, right? So thanks, Farhat, for your insight.